Okay, everybody, let's get out our textbook. Let's get out textbook 3. We will open up at page 36. Textbook 3, we will open up at page 36. So Unit 3 tells us there could be tens of billions of planets, making logical deductions and discussions possibility. Let's look at part 1, the opener. So they want us to put this in order from size. We have a galaxy, a planet, a solar system, and a star. So these are all things that are out in space. So it's not on Earth, it's in space. So who can tell me which is the biggest one? The galaxy, the planet, the solar system, or the star? So the biggest one is the galaxy. The galaxy is the biggest. Everything is a part of the whole galaxy. Then inside the galaxy we have different solar systems. In the center of each solar system we have a star. So in the center of each solar system we have a star. And then the planets are smaller. So first we have the galaxy, then the solar system, then the star, then the planet. Now we will read through the paragraph, we are not alone. We will read through, we are not alone. I want you to read with me, and then at the end we will see which was the most surprising fact, new fact that we learned in the paragraph. So let's read. We are not alone. 1 in 4 stars may have Earth-like planets in orbit around them. So what this means is there are different stars that looks the same as the Sun, with planets orbiting. So orbiting means going around them in gravity, in a gravity field going around the star, orbiting. So 1 in 4 stars may have Earth-like planets in orbit around them. The universe is full of planets which can support life, according to a new report. So they are telling us that there are planets outside in other universes that can also have life, also have humans or aliens on them. After studying stars similar to the Sun, astronomers found that almost 1 in 4 of stars might have a small rocky planet just like Earth. So what's an astronomer? An astronomer is a person that studies the sky for a living, that studies other planets and stars through telescopes. Many of these planets may be in regions which are neither too hot nor too cold for liquid water and life. So they are telling us that other planets are the same distance from their stars as Earth is from the Sun. So it's not too hot or too cold for water. If it's too cold, the water will freeze. If it's too hot, all the water will evaporate and they will make only clouds. We know that there are no other planets where there is life in our solar system, but there could be tens of billions of planets like Earth in our galaxy, and trillions of such planets in the whole universe. So what this means is we know all the planets that's in our solar system, all the planets revolving around our sun. We all know they don't have any life on them. But further away, orbiting other stars, they could be. Astronomers now claim they have discovered the most Earth-like planet ever found. It's a rocky world 3 to 4 times the size of Earth. They think it might have an atmosphere and gravity like ours, and could have water on its surface. So this means they found another planet far away from us that looks to be the same as Earth, but it is 4 times bigger than Earth. The planet's name is Gliese 581g. Gliese 581g is 20 light years, almost 200 trillion kilometers away from us. In other words, light from the planet's star takes 20 years to reach Earth. That's amazing to think about. So if that star shoots one light out, it takes 20 years for us to see that light with our eyes. We can't be the only planet in the universe where there is life. Gliese 581g is a possibility, and scientists are sure there must be others, so we are not alone. So what was the most interesting fact you thought you read in this article? What was the most interesting fact? You can write down the fact that you thought was the most interesting. I would say for me, it was that they found another planet that's almost the same as Earth. They found another planet, and it takes them 20 years to see it. So the moment it's revolving now, it takes us 20 years to see. That's crazy. So now let's look at part 3. After reading true or false or no information, correct the false sentence. So we will go through the sentences and see which ones of them are true and which ones are false. If it is false, we have to give the correct information. Let's read through each sentence. There may be lots of other planets like Earth in the universe. This is true. The planet is full of planets which can support life, according to a new report. So there may be. Up to a quarter of the stars in the universe have Earth-like planets. This is also true. Yes, it's true, because they say 1 in 4 stars. 1 in 4 stars. So 1 in 4 means a quarter. 1 out of 4 is a quarter. If it was 2 out of 4, it would be half. 1 out of 4 is a quarter. Many of these Earth-like planets may be at the right temperature for life. Many of these Earth-like planets may be at the right temperature for life. Let's read what they say. Many of these planets may be in regions which they are neither too hot nor too cold for liquid water and life. So this is also true. Some of these Earth-like planets are in our solar system. This is false. This is false. Why do we say false? In this sentence, we know there are no other planets where there is life in our solar system. We know there are no other planets where there is life in our solar system. Part 5. It's possible to see planets outside our solar system with a telescope. It's possible to see planets outside our solar system with a telescope. This is also true. This is true because astronomers saw other planets. Gliese 581g is twice as big as Earth. This is false. They found Gliese and they say it's a rocky world 3 to 4 times. 3 to 4 times. So it's not twice as big, it's 3 to 4 times the size of Earth. Number 7, Gliese 581g might have air like Earth. It might have air like Earth. So this is true because they said it might have an atmosphere. So the atmosphere is the air around Earth that we breathe, is the atmosphere. So this is true. Gliese 581g is 20 years away from Earth. 20 years. Is this true or false? It is false. It's not 20 years away, it's 20 light years away. 20 light years. So it means it takes 20 years for its light to get to us. But it's not 20 years. It's 20 light years. What about you? What do you think life is like on another planet in the universe? Would you like to visit a planet where there is life? So I want you to think about it. How do you think life is like on another planet? And if there is another planet with life on it, would you go and visit it? I want you to write a short story. Write a short story telling me, would you like to visit another planet? And how do you think it will be like on the other planet? Number 4, look at the solar system and discuss the answers to the questions. So in our solar system, this is our solar system. This is the sun. Then we have all the planets in order. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Those are the 8 planets in our solar system. So they're asking us which planet is closer to Earth, Mercury or Mars. So we have Earth. Then in first place we have Mercury, and here is Mars. So which one is closer? I would say Mars is the closest to Earth because it's only the next planet over. Mercury is 2 planets over. We have Venus in the middle. So the closest planet to Earth between Mercury and Mars is Mars. Number 2. Which planet is almost twice as far from the Sun as Jupiter? Saturn or Neptune? Saturn or Neptune? So we have Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, and Neptune is the last planet. Neptune, which is twice as far from the Sun as Jupiter. So Jupiter is here. So twice as far from the Sun, that means double the distance, is Neptune. Neptune is almost twice the distance from the Sun as Jupiter. So number 2 is Neptune. Number 3, which planet is closer to Earth, Mars or Venus? Which planet is closer to Earth? So here we have Earth, and they're asking about Mars, or Venus. So I would say if you put your finger in between Venus and Earth, you can put almost 2 fingers between Earth and Mars. So I would say Venus is the closest. Venus. Then number 4. Which planet is almost twice as far from the Sun as Saturn? Uranus or Neptune? So Saturn is the planet with the rings. Saturn is the planet with the rings. Next to Saturn we have Uranus, and at the end we have Neptune. So again, twice as far from the Sun, I would say, is Neptune. Neptune has twice the distance. We would say Neptune. And then finally, number 5. Which planet is almost twice as far from the Sun as Mercury? So Mercury is the small one closest to the Sun. Which planet is almost twice as far from the Sun as Mercury? Venus or Earth? Venus or Earth? So twice as far, it must be Venus, because Earth is 4 times as far. So it is Venus. Good job, everyone. Let's move on to page 37. Page 37. Match the definition with 6 of these words. We have atmosphere, galaxy, gravity, orbit, planet, solar system, star, and universe. So there are 8 words, we only have 6 definitions. Let's look at the first one. The sun and the planets which go around it. The sun and the planet which goes around it. It is our solar system. Our solar system. Number 2, the power that makes something fall to the ground. So, what makes this fall to the ground? It is gravity. Yes, gravity. Number 3, the mixture of gases around the planet. The mixture of gases around the planet. The air we breathe is our atmosphere. Our atmosphere. And number 4, the space and everything that exists in it. Space and everything that exists in it. It is the universe. The universe. Number 5, extremely large group of stars and planets. Extremely large group of stars and planets. It is the galaxy. Galaxy. And then our last one, movement of a planet around a star. A movement of a planet around the star. What did we say earlier? It is orbit. Yes, orbit. So we have solar system, gravity, atmosphere, universe, galaxy, and orbit. Great job. Let's look carefully at these pictures. Look closely at all these pictures. Look at photos 1 to 6 and discuss what they show. Choose from these words. So let's look at the pictures. The first one, a cookie, a cake, a camera, or clouds. I would say number 3. Number 3, clouds. Because you look at the mountain tops and the clouds in between them. Number 2, a flashlight, a gun, a mirror, or the moon. A flashlight, a gun, a mirror, or the moon. I would say number 2, the moon. The moon. Number 6, a pen, a pencil, a plane, or a robot. A pen, a pencil, a plane, or a robot. Is it number 1? A pen, pencil. Number 1, a pencil. Then we have a rocket, the ocean, a star, or snow. Number 6, a star. A star. Then we have a space helmet, a telescope, a TV, and a UFO. A space helmet. Number 4. And number 5, a telescope. Good job, everyone. Good job. So we have number 1 is a pencil. Number 2 is the moon, the surface of the moon that we see. Number 3 is the clouds. Number 4 is a space helmet. Number 5 is a telescope. And number 6 is a star. Number 7, pronunciation. Cross out the silent letter. Cross out the silent letter. So we would say these words out loud and see which letter you don't hear. First one, answer. Answer. You don't hear the W. You don't hear the W. Answer. Could. Could. You don't hear the could. What do you think? The L. You don't hear the L. Light. Light. You don't hear the G. Light. Might. It's the same. Also the G. Then we have scientist. 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 You don't hear the C. It's scientist. Then we have white. White. It's a silent H. And last one, whole. Whole. The W. Silent W. Good job. Okay, everybody, good job. You can put away your textbook. You can put away your textbook. Thank you.